The Tesla regular non-launch Tesla Model Y is coming. We can almost feel it at this point. It is almost here. Other markets, brand new markets, just announced that they are ending the launch series. So let's talk about when we think this might actually be, and will it be in these next few months or so. New Model Y, the regular Model Y, is starting to trickle in certain areas, certain markets. This is the newest market. I mean, we already know China got out of the launch series game, and we'll show you some details on that as well. But now the regular new Model Y for the standard range rear wheel drive and the long range all wheel drive is now available to be ordered in Australia and New Zealand. I mean, this is pretty interesting to see that this is coming in late in the month, end of the quarter. So maybe this does gives off some hope that USA could change and switch this over as well. I still personally think it's going to be in quarter two, and we'll talk about which months I personally think as well. It looks like since it's produced in Giga Shanghai, and that seems to have added to the factor here, but Glacier Blue paint is available. The launch series is no longer available for these markets. Here's another post. Tesla ends the sale of new Model Y launch series in Australia and New Zealand, commences sale of new rear-wheel drive and long range from the regular trim. And here's another post, another observation from Fun with Numbers. The new Model Y can be had on the East Coast in March still. He's referencing, or they're referencing, how if you go to Tesla's website and you pick launch series for the Model Y, and if you're on the East Coast, which is arguably further away than Giga Texas, or pretty far away from Giga Texas and Fremont, with transportation times, which usually takes like a week or two, they're still saying that you could be able to take delivery by the end of March. And the end of March is like 9 to 10 days, give or take. So this does give us a little bit of insight on the demand of the launch series, but really shouldn't be surprising to most people because the launch series is an expensive vehicle. It's a force ad. You do have to pay for all the different options here. So it kind of makes sense, but maybe it doesn't make sense. But I know there's a lot of people still waiting for their launch series. Here's another post. The Asian market Model Y launch series are expected to close on March 31st. This is a Google Translate of the Tesla website. It says launch series ordering ends March 31st, 2025. Deliveries expected to begin in April. Deliveries for, I guess, this assuming the non-launch series. It seems like the countries selling launch series are South Korea, Thailand, Macau, Hong Kong, and Malaysia. Here's another post from Sawyer that the Model Y long range and the rear-wheel drive has begun to be sold in the Australia and New Zealand markets. And so let's talk about when we think this might actually be a thing for the US market. I personally think they don't want to mess with any of the deliveries that are happening for the launch series through this whole month of March, because it kind of makes sense, right? Like if you were someone that had a Model Y launch series on order and then Tesla went around and said, hey, you can actually order a long range Model Y or the rear wheel drive that's not a launch, just a regular version, then certainly a lot of people would feel like switch and they would just get the non-launch. And so certainly I would say like a lot of people are just going to be switching if that actually happens with that. And another thing that like most people might not realize, like most people might think that launch series is the only vehicle that you can get for the new Model Y. Do not worry. If you keep waiting it out, at some point, Tesla will remove the launch series, and that won't make you forced to buy the full self driving or the acceleration boost. But then, of course, you'll most likely not get all those cool launch series, different things that are on it as well. But you probably will save a good amount of money because, in terms of pricing predictions, I certainly feel like the launch series, the non launch with all the different add ons removed, it's going to be around 45 to maybe even $46,000. And maybe there could be a referral code discount, just like the one down below in the description, because you can get a referral discount on the new Model 3 and also the older legacy Model Y as well. And so let us know what your thoughts on it. When do you think the launch series is going to end? And when will you be able to get a cheaper Model Y, like $44,000 to $46,000 is my price prediction. And I guess that's a good poll. Maybe we'll ask that on the question area as well. Like, what pricing do you think that the non-launch is actually going to be released at? In other news, here is a very cool post. It seems like China has doubled down, tripled down with wraps, and someone has done a Iron Man Tesla Model Y as well with the gold and red. You got to give it to the Chinese. I'm assuming this is Chinese for being so ahead of all the different wrap colors that are out there. And of course, shout out to Tez Bros getting ahead of the rap game in the US for DIY PPF kits and everything. Definitely check out their website and a discount code down below in the description. But they also wrap the rear of the taillight in like a nebula space type of design and other designs as well. And actually, this is kind of cool and almost like makes me want to like wrap it red as well, because when the light bar is off, it basically looks like a black area, but also kind of like how it's like a little bit of a stealth mode type of look as well. But certainly a different tons of different designs out there for the rear Tesla Model Y. I guess you could do the matte black, the matrix black, shadow black, and all these other crazy different designs as well. And so if you're interested, definitely check out Tez Bros. And of course, don't forget to use the Tez Bros discount link down below in the description. But certainly in other markets, it seems like Tesla might have issues with selling the old Model Y. They take this post with a grain of salt, but we saw this as well. Fun with numbers posted. The Tesla company is now offering 2 years of unlimited supercharging in certain European countries to sell out the old Tesla Model Y in addition to interest rate promos. It seems like maybe, fingers crossed. I mean, if the older legacy new old and busted Model Y gets like a $10,000 discount plus 0% financing plus like 6 months to 2 years of limited supercharging, that would be an amazingly slick deal. But I don't think that's going to happen, because if we take a look at inventory for the Model Y, the old legacy Model Y, it's going down. And so certainly when Tesla posts discounts like $8,000, $9,000, $7,000 off on the cheap rear-wheel drive Model Y, you can imagine people flock to buy these vehicles because it's a pretty slick deal. And so like certainly if you're looking to find the best deal, definitely check out our deal spreadsheet down below in the description, where we keep track of the biggest discounts that we can find in the US. And on top of that, we've got a Tesla price tracking website also down below in the description that we co-developed with Only Use Tesla, where you can set pricing alerts, price drops for certain vehicles that are out there as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. On top of that, if you're about to buy your Tesla or you just bought your Tesla, don't forget about all-weather floor mats. And that's where our partner 3W Liner comes into play. I highly recommend these floor mats. They are my favorite all-weather floor mats, and I've tried all of them, the cheap ones on Amazon's and everything, and this is by far my favorite. For the Model Y, you can get the carpet version. For the Model 3, you can just get the all-regular version. And if you use our promo code Dennis down below in the description, you can imagine you can get 25% off the price of this as well, which is really nice and adds a nice texture, which, because all-weather floor mats, you're going to need them, especially if you're like me, I'm a dirty person getting into our Teslas and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. So you've been shopping for a Tesla recently, but the monthly payment has probably got you rethinking your budget. Instead of sacrificing and cutting back on a brand new Tesla and getting your dream car, why not save on your monthly phone bill? And that's where our partner Mint Mobile comes into play here. We've also been thinking about getting a new Tesla, and constantly I like looking at our bills, monthly subscriptions, trying to see where we can cut back. Things like Netflix, YouTube Premium, and much more. And that's where I've been able to save on my monthly phone plan by going to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, and you can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your own phone along with your current number and existing contacts. It's really easy to switch service thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free, and it only takes 15 minutes. As you guys know, we've been traveling a lot pretty recently, so using Mint Mobile's mobile hotspot with our laptop has been pretty crucial and a game changer. So if you want to save money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked in the description, to get premium wireless starting at $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next topic.